Visión comunal, en contacto con las comunidades.
Venezuela in the news. News from the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. Headline: Venezuelan Vice President denounced an international plan to force President Nicolás Maduro's resignation. The government will impose severe sanctions to coup perpetrating companies. PDVSA Agrícola signed 4 strategic alliances. Venezuelan Vice President Aristóbulo Istúriz denounced that international de facto powers are executing a plan that aims to the resignation of President Nicolás Maduro as part of a political warfare. Istúriz assured that the plan is mainly orchestrated by the European right wing in coordination with Washington and the great international media platforms. This past Tuesday, North American entity Citibank announced that it was closing its operations with Venezuela's central bank. This is a measure that delays the payment of Venezuelans' foreign commitments. Head of State Nicolás Maduro repudiated the measure, which he labeled as disproportionate. Venezuelan expert on economy Tony Bosa, consulted by digital media Chávez Vive, assured that the decisions of these international bodies against Venezuela lack of a legal basis and they are political decisions. The Venezuelan government announced that severe measures will be imposed for all companies that deviate food products, impeding the normal route for distribution to the people. The Bolivarian National Armed Forces will directly be guarantors of the oversight of the companies. The measure meets the activation of the civilian-military mission of sovereign supply, mainly for food products and medicines. This great mission, launched around the whole country, will be commanded by the Venezuelan Minister for Defense, Vladimir Padrino López. Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro designated Major General Velasco Lugo as the sole authority for the reorganization and restructuring of each of the 5 ports in the country in order to reform the Venezuelan ports. President Maduro ordered the total control of the shipyards to ensure and guarantee their proper functioning. During the first phase of the audit oversight initiated on Monday, the authorities confirmed the chaos caused by the detected corruption. In this manner, Maduro criticized the corrupt actions held by many enterprisers to affect the country's economy, which highlights the importance of the reorganization of the ports. Venezuela in the news. Caracas confirmed that PDVSA Agrícola signed 4 strategic alliances with 3 associations of private enterprisers, generating 12,000 direct jobs. According to a communiqué, the agreements consider 3 important projects aimed to the generating of ethanol. At least 800,000 liters of ethanol a day will be produced within these 3 projects. Ethanol is used to produce 95-octane ecological gasoline. Currently, Venezuela uses an important additive called MTB, which will be substituted with national production. The 4th agreement aims to the daily processing of more than 8,000 tons of sugarcane to raise the production up to 70,000 tons of refined sugar a year. 3 oversight procedures were held yesterday by the Venezuelan authorities in enterprises located in the city of Los Teques in Miranda State. The chicken company, Maella Slaughterhouse, and the food distributor Bianjimar were supervised to precise the adequate management of the products. The inspection consisted in verifying the type and quantity of raw material that arrives at the establishments, as well as the installed capacity and storage facilities. The authorities also investigate if the food products arrive at stores in a satisfactory manner. News from the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. Headline: Venezuelan Vice President denounced an international plan to force President Nicolás Maduro's resignation. The government will impose severe sanctions to coup perpetrating companies. PDVSA Agrícola signed 4 strategic alliances. Venezuela in the news. News from the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela.
Visión comunal, en contacto con las comunidades.